Hi, good evening. Welcome to the Falls Township Board of Supervisors meeting for May 14th, 2024. We will start with the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
This is on, right? Yes. Okay. Can you take the roll, Mr. Galloway?
Yes. Jeff Dents. Jeff Baraski. John Palmer.
Here.
Aaron Mullen.
Here. And you're here.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, so item 1 will be public comment. Is anyone here for public comment? Okay, we'll move on to item 2, consideration of appointing a hearing officer for the Tenure Act, action item. There's no paperwork. Oh, here it is. Thank you. Oh, no, I don't have any paperwork. Is somebody?
Ms. Mullen, back in February, the board took action to demote an employee. That employee has chosen to appeal the decision by filing a Tenure Act appeal. The board can either hear the appeal itself or can appoint a hearing officer. As the board was the body that took the action initially to demote the employee, it was decided that to not prejudge it, that it would be best to have a hearing officer appointed, and we will need a hearing officer. Once the hearing is scheduled, we will need a hearing officer who will hear the evidence, rule on all evidence that comes in during the hearing, and then we'll make a decision which will be presented to the board.
Thank you. What is the document that should be with this item that we're actually voting on?
It is the letter from the attorney, Patrick Hitchens, from the law firm of Kilkenny Law at an hourly rate of $225 an hour.
Is it the same letter that was circulated to us before that we saw?
It was indeed.
Okay.
It was the letter that was circulated last month.
Thank you. Okay, is there any questions? Any public comment? Is there a motion?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Okay, moving on to item 3, consideration of resignation from Daniel Doyle. Also, no paperwork. Oh, am I lying?
I didn't see
Nope.
it.
Maybe mistaken.
That's okay.
There's no paperwork attached to the agenda.
Okay. Any questions? Any public comment? Is there a motion?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
And just for clarification purposes, that resignation is effective April 23rd.
Thank you. Okay, item 4, consideration of approval of MOU between, what's MOU again?
Memorandum of Understanding.
Thank you. Memorandum of Understanding between Falls Township and Bucks County Emergency Communications for CAD system access. What's that?
Thank you. Members of the board, the Bucks County Department of Communications had an incident where they were hacked, and it took them quite a bit of effort to restore their systems. Their systems are now restored, and what they're asking of each of the 39 police departments and then fire and EMS to follow is that we engage in a memorandum of understanding as to what our responsibilities are moving forward, basically to place technology safeguards in place so that this doesn't happen again. Now, it was not us, it wasn't a police department, but it did happen, and they want to be careful going forward. So we've had meetings with our IT vendor, Stanbo and Ness, to make sure that we could comply and are complying with the requirements here. We're aware of the training that's required. We've had meetings with Ms. Gallagher and other representatives from Mr. Clark's firm to make sure that, what we're being asked to do are things that we can do. And we're satisfied that this is the appropriate action for us going forward.
Thank you, Chief. So this is all the county departments are being asked to do this?
Yes, and once we sign off on it, it requires my signature and then another representative from the municipality. It could be a board member, it could be Mr. Takita. Once we execute that and give it back to the county, then they can restore our MDT access, which we have been without for months.
Really? Okay.
Make a supplementation summary, there will be a separate agreement that will be coming in the next couple of months that deals with fire service.
Okay. Are there any questions from the board?
No questions.
Yes, is there a dollar amount attached to this understanding, like financially?
No, it doesn't require us to spend any money that we weren't already spending. When this happened to the county, we kind of huddled up as a township and decided, hey, let's make sure we increase our safeguards as well. So many of the things that they are requiring were things that we had already set in motion.
Okay, that's all I have.
Chief, just one more question. Was it the fault of a department that the county? I know you said it wasn't us, but.
It wasn't, my understanding is, and they haven't really released anything publicly, but my understanding is it was not a police department. It was another provider in the county that works off the CAD that was a smaller organization and didn't have the kind of protections in their system that we have.
Okay, all right, this will be good, thank you. Is there any public comment? Okay, is there a motion?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. And sticking with the chief, item number 5 is consideration of approval of vehicle purchases for the police department. This was on, you guys have this?
Yeah.
Yep, right there.
Okay, yes.
Go ahead.
Thank you. So these are the vehicles scheduled for replacement on our replacement plan for 2024. We budgeted for these vehicles in our 2024 capital budget. We're replacing 4 vehicles, 3 2024 Ford Explorers and 1 2024 Ford F-150 is what we're seeking to purchase from Fred Beans, who is a CoStar's dealer, and have them upfitted by Tryon Emergency Vehicle Upfitting. The total cost for this purchase is $285,922.
Thank you. Any questions from the board?
No questions.
No questions.
Any public comment? Okay, is there a motion?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chief. Okay, item number 6 is consideration of bids for tree trimming and removal of tree services. Who's the lucky one here?
Kent's.
I got it. Oh, yeah, got it.
On April 24th, the township opened seal with tree trimming and removal of trees, services for removal of trees. Companies put in bids, one was Kent's Quality Tree Service, the other was Mid-Atlantic. Kent's Quality Tree Service is the lowest responsive bidder for the tree trimming contract. The board is being asked to consider accepting the bid.
Is Kent's who we had last year?
Yeah.
How many years have we been? A couple?
It's been up, I don't know yet.
At least more than last year?
Yes.
Okay. All right, is there any questions from the board?
No.
No.
Any public comment? Is there a motion?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Item number 7 is consideration of resolution to adopt initiatives to be recognized as a Pennsylvania Audubon Council Bird Town. So this was brought to us by our Environmental Advisory Council, and it was presented to me initially that we already had something like this, and this is kind of an update to that. Is that your understanding too?
Yeah.
And what was it before? Was it called Bird Town and this is just an update, or is it?
My understanding is called Bird Town before, and this is
Bird
just
Town USA, yeah.
refreshing our affirmation, and we're going to continue
Okay.
You
And
see the
this,
little signs down the park.
yes, and it's our commitment using native plants, reducing stormwater runoff, and they've really upped their game. So, any questions from the board?
No.
Any public comment?
Which Birdtown is it designation?
So Birdtown, Pennsylvania is part of a categorization or a certification by the Pennsylvania Audubon Council. And they kind of work with Pennsylvania municipalities to engage and educate their residents, schools, and businesses about conservation actions they can take to create healthier, more sustainable environment for birds, wildlife, and people. So it's just a commitment to that. And knowing that, we try and take that thread throughout
And the
things
little
that, the things
signs
we
that put
decide.
down the park.
Yeah, thank you. Okay. Any other public comment? Okay, is there a motion?
So moved.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Item 8, which I know is why everyone came tonight, is being tabled. Item number 9 is consideration of hiring cleaners for the Falls Township temporary location, Community Park and Quaker Penn Park. And let's see. So this is for 2 candidates that will be assigned to cleaning the municipal office and 2 candidates for cleaning the park for the months of April through November. They will share hours and be responsible for the cleaning of this building and the restroom facilities at the community park in Quaker Penn. And this will be done for a rate of $17 per hour. Any questions from the board?
No questions.
No questions.
This is a budgeted for item, Mr. Takita?
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, any public comment? Is there a motion?
So moved.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Item number 10, consideration of hiring security guard for the Parks and Rec Department. Okay. So we're down a park security, so we're just replacing this, him or her, actually, I'm not sure, with a candidate at the rate of $17 per hour. So that is indefinitely, I mean, this is a permanent position?
Yes.
Okay. All right, any questions from the board?
No.
It's budgeted?
Is there any I'm sorry.
I'm
No,
good.
Go ahead. Is there a public comment? Is there a motion?
So moved.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, item number 11, executive session.
Yes, Ms. Mullen, the board held an executive session prior to this meeting to discuss several personnel matters and to receive information from the township manager on several other matters of which no deliberations or votes were taken.
Thank you. Any questions or public comment? Item 12 is manager comment.
I have no comment.
Thank you, manager. Any board comment?
No comment tonight.
No comment.
None from me either. Thank you all for coming. Is there a motion to close?
So moved.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.